Scene one, slate one, take one. Action. Hey everyone, and welcome back to this behind the scenes look at Trapped. In this video we're going to be looking at the Onset behind the scenes, working with the cast and crew and the camera and sound and all that good stuff. I'll keep going through the budget breakdown so you can see how much everything cost, and yeah, enjoy. I was super excited to shoot with the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 4K. It's a really nice affordable camera that can record internal 4K RAW or to an external third-party SSD, meaning media storage is now affordable, internal LPE6 batteries with simultaneous external third-party DC input, so you can now charge the LPE6 while using the camera, nice big touchscreen with the nicest menu GUI I've seen in a camera, excellent monitoring options through HDMI out, internal support for LUT monitoring, holy shit. I rigged this thing up with Tilter's cage and used a shoulder rig I built with a bunch of parts collected over the years. And I could go on and on about how great this camera is because it's just so very nice to use. But on with the shoot. As far as the budget goes, the crew, they were all working for free. So again, huge appreciation to all you guys for coming out and working on this little picture with me. I really appreciate it. And you guys did such an amazing job. So thank you. Thank you. The locations were all public access areas, and we're such a small crew, we didn't need to go for a permit or anything like that. So we got all the locations for free, and obviously the main one was in my garage. So no expense for the locations. I rented a slider for this production because I knew I was going to want a lot of shots sliding in and out and side to side. And there was a base plate rented for taking the camera rig from the shoulder rig to the tripod. Catering, because everyone was working for free, I knew I had to feed them very well, so no expense was spared on the food. I did buy a smoke machine for this production as well, which we used all the time in the set location. Yeah, day one of two. Early in the morning, the crew started showing up at my place. The majority of the shooting was in my garage with the set that I'd built, but we had two other locations, one significant one at a beach that I hadn't scouted yet, but was hoping to get lucky with, and another very small location in a park or a footpath somewhere around where I live. That one wasn't too big of a deal, but the weather forecast was for rain, thunder and lightning and heavy rain. But as soon as everyone got here, there was just this chance, clear skies. We just went for it. We hopped in the car straight away, drove up north to the beach. It was pretty windy, but we got very lucky. The sun was shining, there was some clouds for some detail in the sky, which was quite nice. Because it was supposed to be crap weather, there was no one on the beach except windsurfers. At the same time we were walking out onto the beach, 200-300 meters down, they were walking onto the beach and hopping in the water. Man, we got very lucky and very unlucky at the same time. So we start shooting, we're rehearsing the action, and you know, there's a couple of us, so it's obvious something's going on, and I think the windsurfers were kind of interested in what we were doing, and so they were kind of hanging out on the area of beach that we were inhabiting. This beach is huge, by the way. They could be anywhere way away from us, but nah, they chose to hang around where we were, and that was frustrating. So I tried to frame them out, but I was conscious that the storm was blowing in, so we were running out of time, and I just had to shoot no matter what. But I really didn't want them in shot because this scene, this moment that we were shooting, the character is supposed to be alone. He is completely isolated from any source of other human contact. So to have him looking around wondering where he is when this parasailer's just gone along on the beach would have kind of broken the effect. So as much as I could, I tried to frame them out, but they squeaked in for a couple of shots, and I just knew that if I waited the whole time, we would have missed the location and it would have rained on us. So I just shot them, got them in frame, and thought I'll just have to paint them out in post-production. And yeah, that's what I did, but I'll show that in more detail in another video.
I got it. Oh, no. It's rolling. Dang it.
After that, we moved into the shed to set up the lighting and the dolly tracks. The lighting was quite simple. It was built into the simplicity of the story.
Let there be light.
It was mostly that practical light you see in the film. Outside the set, there were 2 LEDs shining down through the cracks in the roof to give just a bit more interest and to hopefully catch some of the light and the smoke. I was trying to do the whole thing without using any proper film lights, but I just wanted a little bit more fill coming in the back, and I had a red head standing by, so I put that in, dimmed it way down, and just bounced it off a card to fill in the shadows just a little bit. For a couple of detail shots, we pulled a China ball and
China. It's huge. Okay. China.
Vagina.
China ball.
China.
Just because it was easy to move around. Nice soft light source, kind of replicating the practical light that was on the set. In the corner.
Bob, I found this.
Scene 7, slate 24, take 5. Focus, sit.
Action.
I am in the spotted bog, I'll tell you what, my boy. I have been in this box station cat room for between, 1 hour and 4 days, I'm not really sure based on the film.
Let's do one more.
What's the film?
And I just realised that I'm going to hold on the meditation a long time.
Still smells
Some voiceover time. Turn over. Roll it.
Scene 2, slate 13, take 1.
Mark it. Okie dokie.
Set.
Action.
Who's there?
Quiet.
Cut. That was really bloody good.
I like that.
When the footsteps started happening, the ceiling started shaking, I'm like, holy shit, it's happening. Sweet as. It's working. That was really nice.
The flakes in the roof is really nice.
Yeah, I did put the food there. Very good. And that's it for the on-set behind the scenes. There'll be a little bit more in post-production where I'll conclude the budget breakdown so we can figure out how much the whole thing cost and show you some of the paint work, maybe a bit of editing workflow and grading and all that good stuff. Yeah, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed.
Yeah, let's see. Alright.
Playing up.
Imagine that. Oh, I'd be like, no, the white balance! Gotta redo it!
Yeah.
Should we shoot it? Roll it.
Around.